Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Final Fantasy VII. And what is probably a couple days to you is actually about a month or so for me between recordings. So I've been kind of putting this off for a while, this train graveyard. And I know it's really not that bad. And I'm not sure. Did I get something from it? Oh, whatever. I'm not going to go get that trash can there on the lower left. Yeah, the one down there. But it's kind of like, I remember the first time I played this game, having a hard time in this graveyard section. I don't know if I was just under-leveled, or, you know, I died once or something, but I have some sort of, you know, kind of negative connotation attached to this. So I guess that was kind of one reason why I didn't really want to, you know, start this particular episode, is because of this whole area, and of course what's going to happen after this, of course, which is the assault on the pillar. And I do know I actually died several times to the boss at the top of the pillar. That much I do know. So I am trying a new setup this time. A new recording setup, that is. I mean, to you, it kind of looks about the same, but in terms of volume and things like that, I'm actually changing it up, and hopefully this will actually be better in the long run in terms of post-editing. So this is some of the enemies you encounter in the train graveyard. You have some ghosts, which really aren't your biggest threat. It's actually these little dragons that have those little scale scissor things with their tail, which actually does a decent amount of damage at this point in the game. And of course, Tifa, being our red mage, is going to be ever useful. Unless I do something stupid like that and heal the enemy. That is so awesome. And as you could probably tell already, the ghosts actually traverse back and forth between being visible and not visible with every hit or magic spell that strikes them. So what you'll probably want is to wait until they're visible to actually attack them. And this should kill it. There you go. This one took a little bit longer than I was expecting. The healing didn't help at all. Oh, let me grab that. And another thing that probably colored my view of the train graveyard is this little small puzzle with the trains here, which I'll get to in a moment, right after I get these other items. But yeah, I think I failed once or twice trying to figure out how to solve this puzzle, but it's really, really simple. It's all about, thank you. It's all about which train you need to enter first, and that pretty much solves the rest of the puzzle for you. This is that train that you saw, that's what you need to move out of the way. And what do we got? Okay, we got 3 dragons. I think this episode's going to run a little long, so I might skip ahead to the end of this battle in post-editing, so we'll see. And of course, it's the weakest character that gets the final hit. So yeah, I think it's getting to the point in the game where we're starting to get into some repeat enemy battles, or enemy battles with actual enemy types that, what do I want to say, that you've already seen me fight, and you already know how the battle's going to end up in terms of how to successfully defeat each monster party. So I think I'm going to start doing some actual editing starting from this episode onward, and cut out certain encounters like that one, most likely. So we'll see. Just because I think it's just, I mean, you know I'm gonna beat it. If I don't beat it, then I'll probably just restart from the last save file that I started this particular episode on, and just redo the whole segment if I die. So, and of course, you know, record and let you see that death at the end of the video, just because, you know, outtakes. So I'm just gonna say there's a general assumption that if you see me skip ahead, I beat the battle legitimately. And this is a very interesting enemy. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called a Hell Rider. But it has a new item you can steal from it, for a new weapon, that is, for what I named Keiko, for Kiko. Takes forever to steal it though. And thankfully, you just happened to get the steel materia in the sewers just prior to this. Unfortunately, we don't have our thief in the group, Yuffie, so for our challenge, we can't use the steel materia.
And you're not waiting for Yuffie.
Yes, we will get to her. That's Mrs. Retro Challenge Gamer there.
Hello!
we
Goodbye!
we will get to Yuffie. Once
Sorry,
once we get to that part of the play series, and then we'll name her then.
Yep.
Until that point, she's just a mysterious
And I've got a
person.
good name for her.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't think it has that many letters, and that's a silly name. So
I
as you
didn't
can
say it was going to be that.
So I was gonna say that was an easy puzzle, very simple. You just had to hit the bottom train up first, and then you went to the top train, and then you hopped aboard the roof, and then hopped across. It was very simple. But for some reason, I guess I had a struggle trying to figure that out. But it looks like we made it to Tifa's 7th Heaven.
Tifa's 7th Heaven.
What did I? Oh, I named her Sarah. Yes, my bad. Sarah's 7th Heaven.
That mine's too. That's so bizarre.
Now, up to this point in the game, when I first played this, I really didn't have a firm idea of the overall structure of Midgar and how the upper plate and the lower plate was constructed, and that there were pillars holding up these upper plates where the upper class lived. Everybody lived in the slum and on the dirt ground underneath everything. I didn't really get the concept or the idea of how Midgar as a city was designed up until this part of the game where it actually came into play. So it was this where I was just like, oh, so that's how it is. Because I was clueless. I mean, yeah, they showed pictures of the center spire and the tower and the structure and everything, but it never really clicked for me until this part here. And then I was just like, wow, that's really neat. I never would have thought of a city that kind of looked like that, but it actually becomes a very pivotal plot point, as well you can see here. So everybody got to get the heck out of this area, because this area is going to get flattened if we don't succeed. So oh yeah, this guy sells you stuff, so this would be a good time to stock up on any items you might have used at Don Canero's, and of course the sewers and the train graveyard.
The mafia guy.
Whoa, that's too many grenades. I want a couple grenades for later.
The creepy mafia guy.
I don't think he's mafia, he's just his own little weird self.
He's a wannabe mafia guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's quitting tomorrow. Well, you might want to quit today, guy. Oh, crap. Ah, dang it. There we go. I keep forgetting, unlike every other Final Fantasy on the PlayStation, this one has, oh, I guess I don't need a tin. I restored all my energy. This one, you have to use the circle button to make selections rather than the X button, so that's kind of confusing. It's like the only Final Fantasy game where the buttons are kind of reversed. It's really weird. I cannot climb the ladder, apparently.
Walking at a time here.
So, these responses that you give the partners of Barret, or Barney, actually, I don't know if they do anything in particular, but I think they give you a couple bonus points for Barney for later, for your supposed date, if you will, at the Gold Saucer. So the more you act empathetic to his comrades, the more you'll actually get score points with Barney in that case.
With Barney?
Yeah, you can go on a date with Barney, it's funny.
I did not know there was a purple dinosaur in that show.
No, I named Barret Barney,
Oh.
because I thought it was funny. Oh, so those are some copter dudes. We'll probably encounter a couple more as we scale this tower, and I'll probably skip through the... Ooh, cross-slash game. Nice. That's a good one. We'll probably encounter a couple more of these enemy parties as we go up this tower, this pillar. So I'll skip through them. Yeah. Because once you've seen one battle with these things, you've seen them all. Ah, so near the top. Ah, two of them, and a back attack. Okay, I'll show you something here. Let's see if I can use Tifa as the red mage here.
Sarah.
Sarah, sorry, I'm so used to...
Her middle name's Tifa.
Yeah, Sarah Tifa Lockhart.
I like that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay,
I
so
think
we're
we'll
gonna
give my daughter that.
we're gonna do some magic, and specifically Bolt. Bolt, I think, is the one that's going to remove their flying capability, which I think reduces their speed, the speed at which they attack. So now that I've shown you that, I'll probably skip ahead to the end of the battle, but just thought I'd show you at least what Bolt does to him. Well, that wasn't so bad. So hopefully that is the end of the battles on this tower. Usually you get about 2, maybe 3. And here's Jesse. Poor Wedge is probably dead after that fall. So here's another instance where you have to show some empathy for him, for Barney's sake. Where is he? He's either... Oh, he's to the left. Oh, come on! I was this close to him. And I have to get into a third fight. Oh gosh, now we got 3. Alright, I'll see you guys at the end of this battle. Okay, we should not have any more enemies at this point. It should just be us, Barney, and the boss.
Is this our date with Barney?
No, that comes later, but I'm not going after him. I'm going after Keiko, which is pretty much the default date you can have. But we'll get to that when... I think it's going to be in Season 2, honestly. It's kind of far away. But yes, you want to equip him right away. Any Materia. He is, I think, for my challenge, he does use cover. So he is the tank. And I'm putting Steal and Restore on him just for AP gains, but he's not going to use any of that stuff. So, there's that. So, my challenge doesn't say they can't equip things they can't use, they just can't use the things that they equip if it doesn't apply to their class. I'm just getting it for AP gains. Oh, and here's Reno the Turks. We saw him in the church earlier.
Reno.
Ah, yes.
My sister's first boyfriend.
Reno and the Turks. Okay, this battle was so frustrating.
That's the reason why he joins the Turks.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this...
I'm kidding.
This battle is the reason why I had such... Because of this. This! Pyramid. I hate this attack because at the time there was... It says try and break it if you can. Other than that small little hint, there's no reason or no hint otherwise that you had to hit the person with the pyramid and to make that go away. Because what the pyramid does is it prevents the person from attacking for the rest of pretty much the battle, unless you remove it by hitting it or hitting that person. I mean, this is a known tactic, because Final Fantasy VI has you do these types of things too, with certain status effects that prevents people from moving unless you attack your own player characters, but this is the first time that Final Fantasy VII pulls it on you. And I remember ending many a battle, my first playthrough, with all 3 characters pyramided, and then that ends up in a game over. So, very, very tricky element to the battle that if you don't know what to do, Reno will pretty much overpower your whole party. However, yes. However, yeah, Ice actually does pretty good on him. But if you know the secret of getting rid of the pyramid for each of your characters, he's actually really not a bad boss. He's very easy to beat. It's just this small little gimmick to the battle that just adds a little wrinkle to the strategy. But overall, not too bad. It would be worse if the attack damage done to the pyramid actually transferred over to the hit points of the characters you're attacking. Now that would actually make the battle a little more dicey, but thankfully it's just the pyramid that takes the damage. See, he's done. This battle is over. It's so easy. And I can't believe I ever had such a hard time on this guy when I was younger.
But if you didn't get the concept then.
Yeah, I didn't get the concept.
We'll blame it on inexperience?
Yeah, much inexperience. Oh, right, I gotta move. I'm like, is something supposed to happen right now? I'm like just standing there. Like,
This is not how you get your exercise. You have to take your steps. Now count them.
oh, here's another new character, Zing. He is the leader of the Turks. Looks like he's got Keiko. No! Oh, emergency plate release system. This does not look good. Or sound good, actually.
Doesn't look good either.
You think with that many shots he's throwing into the air, one of them's bound to hit the fuel tanks of that helicopter, and they're going to be swinging off.
We never said that they made sense.
Either that, or Barney's just a bad shot.
In this case, yes.
Last remaining ancient. Small allusion to a little bit of a deeper story that won't be revealed until later. Oh no! That's it. Nobody smacks a lady like that. You're going down, Zing. Kick your butt. Get down here from the helicopter. Nope, he's gone. Getting the heck out of here. And we're about to get washed.
We're a bug!
Well, compared to the plate above us, yeah, we kinda are. And we have nowhere to go. Well, at this point, there's nothing much to do but wait for Barney to figure something out. See that little wire that... Yeah, he's unfastening the wire from the actual frame of the upper pillar control piece. And we're going to be apparently swinging to the far other side of the plate. Swinging into Sector 6. All the way through to Sector 6. Realistic? Probably not, but... oh, wow. Yep. This is when the concept of the upper plates really kind of clicked home for me here. Everybody, Sector 7, beneath the plate, dead. Gone. Everybody died. And what's even worse, which kind of gives you the general idea of the nature of the character of the president, is he's down up here in his little ivory tower looking down, he's listening to opera music.
That's it, I now hate the opera.
So, yes, the faceless, indifferent Shinra looking down on the destroyed Sector 7 as if it's just another business move.
I know of places like that.
So this is a pretty big blow to Barney and his Avalanche. They pretty much destroyed Avalanche at this point, considering Barney is pretty much the... Well, Barney and Sarah, if you count Sarah, are the last people remaining from that. So they took down an entire community just to get at them. That just shows the ultimate just greed and disrespect and carelessness of the Shinra execs, and of course the president himself. Yep, he's angry. When Barney starts cussing like that, he's in a rage. I am going to fire so many shots that'll never hit their targets, because I'm a terrible aim. Oh, at the time, this moved me a little bit because I spent a lot longer playing through this area than I did in this play series. I probably spent like maybe 3 or 4 hours already to get to this point. So I was a little more attached to Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse than I am here now. But it's still kind of a blow to have 3 characters, even if they're minor, just completely just get wiped out like that from the rest of the game. It's pretty bold. Yeah, so much property damage, so much loss of life. Well, if you think about it, Barney did prompt them into a more drastic response. So yeah, it's always been the Shinra, but they had no reason to lower Sector 7 until Barney gave them that reason. He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Keiko's house. There's apparently someone there that she said was safe. Yep, Marlene. Ain't no turning back. Shinra has crossed the line, and we're pretty much on a one-way road straight to doom and destruction with the Shinra. Yes, and here's that callback again from the ancients that Zing was talking about. In veins courses the blood of ancients. I am the one of the rightful heirs to this planet. Who said that? We'll have to find out. Sephiroth? Hey, there's that name again. Pull it together, man. Stop having these episodes. Alright, this is a good place to stop. So we'll continue here from the next episode, so see y'all later.